Today is 16 or 17?
16 we have to read, Prabhuji. From
15, Prabhu.
15 we have to read, Prabhuji.
15, huh? 15 not
Yeah.
right.
Archana Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayate Nastyaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Deshatarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Tassat. Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for Bhagavatam study, which is one of the most auspicious thing for a human life to do. Read Bhagavatam, discuss Bhagavatam, and release the nectar. So we are continuing discussing Bhishmadev's instruction to Yudhishthira Maharaj, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 15, that somebody can read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Yatra Dharma Sutta Raja Gadha Panir Var
Yatra Dharma Suto Raja Gada Panir Rikodaraha Krishna Sri Gandhi Ram Chapam Suhrut Krishna Stato Vipat.
Thank you, Mataji. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Oh, how wonderful is the influence of inevitable time. It is irreversible. Otherwise, how can there be reverses in the presence of King Yudhishthira, the son of the demigod controlling religion? Bhima, the great fighter with a club, the great bowman Arjuna with his mighty weapon Gandiva, and above all, the Lord, the direct well-wisher of the Pandavas. Purport. As far as the material or spiritual resources were required, there was no scarcity in the cases of Pandavas. Materially, they were well equipped because two great warriors, namely Bhima and Arjuna, were there. Spiritually, the king himself was the symbol of religion. And above all of them, the personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, was personally concerned with their affairs as well as the well-wisher. And yet there were so many reverses on the sides of the Pandavas. Despite the power of pious acts, the power of personality, the power of expert management, and the power of weapons under the direct supervision of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas suffered so many practical reverses, which can only be explained as due to the influence of Kala, inevitable time. Kala is identical with the Lord Krishna, Lord himself, and therefore the influence of Kala indicates the inexplicable
Lord himself.
of the Lord himself. There is nothing to be lamented when a matter is beyond the control of any human being. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Able to hear me now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Sorry, in between I got. You finished reading, Mataji?
Yeah. Control of any human beings.
Okay.
That
Okay. Enough. Okay, so before moving forward, I would like to ask a question. How many of you feel that I'm not done anything? I'm so pious, but still in my life, so much difficulty has come. If you feel so, please unmute. Let's discuss on this. Because this is a topic here Bhishmadev was talking about. So, or maybe you are not feeling, or somebody else, you think that the person is so good, but still he is suffering so much. Why? Anyone of you feel? Want to share? Please unmute. You're able to unmute? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anyone
Yes,
wants to share?
yes, Prabhuji. Hare
Yes,
Krishna. I feel because in this life I have not done anything, but I still get to suffer. Sometimes others upset us or whatever it is, though I make an attempt not to upset others. So I think so. This is what you have asked.
Okay. Yeah. Lakshmi Mataji, you want to say something?
Yes, Prabhuji, I have not done anything, but I am, by God's grace, I am very happy, Prabhuji. I am not suffering. God has not given so many hardships to me. He has given the mind of taking everything easily. That attitude He has given to me. So I am not taking anything seriously. But my grandmother, who is very pious and very, very, very good, but she suffered a lot. No one can live like her, but that is the why she suffered that. Even of everyone. When she died, the vendors and the people who knows her, everyone came and cried like anything. Such a nice lady, but she suffered a lot.
Okay.
Even now we are
Yeah.
so I am always thinking in the next janma I should I should be her daughter and I should keep her very.
You want next Janma in this material world?
I don't want, but I know that I'm having read all these things. So we sure we will get another janma. So I want to be with her. I want to keep her very happy, Prabhuji. In my heart, there is in a corner, it is always there. I should keep her happy.
So instead of that, we should desire that she should go back to Goloka and I should also go to Goloka. Why should we come back here?
Actually, she will be in Goloka. Such a nice lady.
Then there's no point in you taking birth again.
Yes, Prabhuji, but what to say? Poor knowledge, fund of knowledge. No, I am having. That's why I'm thinking like this.
Okay, sure. Okay, Shridev Mataji, you want to say something? Do you think you suffer because you have not done anything, but still you suffer?
Yes, Prabhuji. So many ups and downs going. Sometimes we feel okay, Krishna's mercy, we are happy, but at the same time, I don't know what I have done in my previous life or this life. What is all this suffering? So many ups and downs, Prabhuji. Life is not just going like that smoothly.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other comments? Anyone want to say?
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
Yes, Prabhuji.
ಈ ಜನ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರಿವಾಗಿದೆ ಈ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಅಂತ. ಮನೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಪೂಜೆ ಅದು ದೇವರ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು, ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮ ಪ್ರಚಾರನು ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಗ್ಲೇ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಸಿಗಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗೋದು ಅಂತ ಈಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಲಾದ್ರೂ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮುಂದಿನ ಜನ್ಮ ಬೇಕು ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದಷ್ಟು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಸೇವೆಯಿಂದ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay,
ಈ
ಸರಿ.
ತರ.
We can't understand anything, Prabhuji.
Ah.
That's what it says.
So what he said that yeah, he has came to know about Krishna consciousness a bit late. Now he is realizing that how to practice, and also at home they do a lot of puja patan, they do it, but now he want to take it more seriously. He want to spread Krishna consciousness more. That's what he's saying.
Oh, very good.
Yes, Maria Panpo.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
I feel as far as my life concerned, I too have got Krishna conscious very late, very late, very recently. For that, also really I don't know. Maybe the Lord decided to give very late, and I personally feel whatever this thing, Lord have been so merciful, and I have reasonably enjoyed my life, but still there were mixed ups and downs in the life. Overall, I feel I have been a blessed soul all through my life. And still, of late, I realized Krishna conscious, and I feel I must get rid of this world at the earliest possible, and I must never come back. That is my desire.
Wow.
I feel however comfortable this thing is given for me, I don't want. I want to go back to Godhead. I don't like this world. I have completely realized this world is not fit for any
gentleman,
any human being.
Prabhupada says not meant for gentlemen.
Poor souls who have not realized also, I pity for them. They should also get realization at the earliest possible.
Sure.
That is all my desire.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. See, why we are discussing this point is that here Bhishmadev is saying that how wonderful is influence of inevitable time. It is reversible, irreversible. Otherwise, how can there be a reversal in the presence of King Yudhishthira? So he is questioning, how is that possible? King Yudhishthira, who is son of Yamaraj, who is Dharmaraja himself. And another one is Bhima, son of Vayu, Arjuna, son of Indra, Nakula Sahadeva, son of Ashwini Kumaras, and Supreme Lord Krishna is being present along with them. How can it be the difficulties for them? Why should they suffer so much? I mean, what is this Devi Devatas are doing? What why Devata are doing? What Yamaraja doing? What Indra doing? What Ashwini Kumaras doing? What Lord Krishna himself doing with them? But still they suffered, not once or twice, so much. They have been sent to the forest, they are sent to the incognito, they are put into fire, they are poisoned, their wife is disrobed. Everything happened in their life. So why I'm asking this, that if something happens to me, is it I'm also suffering because of, because I don't have any of these qualities. Like, I don't have any of these qualities, because here Pandavas, Krishna, Supreme Personality Godhead is along with them. And they are very, very close devotees, and they come along with the Krishna. So such devotees can suffer, means what is our state? So that point is that Bhishmadev is saying it is time which is creating problem. And also in our cases, our karma. It may not be in Pandava's case, karma may not be there, because they are not people who are, coming from the, material way of life. They are directly coming Golok Vrindavan. They come just here to do some pastime around Krishna and go back. So karma may not be applicable for them. But in our life, karma is applicable. So in this life, I may not be knowing what I've done. But in one of the life, I would have done something. And today I'm enjoying also because of my karma. I should understand that whatever suffering and enjoying both because of my karma. generally what happens that I take all the enjoyment. It's my effort. It's my success. But suffering, no, that is because of somebody else. That's the difference. Because when I take the enjoyment, I should take the suffering also. Because along with the soul, even the karma goes along with that. But not in the any other jiva, not living entity. It is only the human. The human birth, when I take, my karma comes along with that. That's why the Acharya is saying that, no, out of the 5 topics in Bhagavad Gita, Jiva, Paramatma, Prakriti, and Kala. But karma, you can change. But first 4, you cannot change. So karma, if for change means it's only the process of devotion service. Sarvadharma parityaja, mameka sharanam aham to sarva papebhyo mokshaya shamasu. Krishna says, I'll take care of all your sins. Don't worry. So why are we suffering today? Because of my sins. So if I don't want to suffer, just simply surrender to Krishna. Krishna, especially in Kali Yuga, the holy name and Bhagavatam, nothing can stop us from going back to Krishna. Prabhupada given us a guarantee. Prabhupada said, chant 16 rounds attentively, follow 4 regular principles. I will ensure that, I'll guarantee that you'll go back to Krishna this life itself. So as a practicing devotees, we should always aspire to go back and contribute in temple. All this should happen so that our goal is to go back to Krishna. That's why Prabhupada says, above all of them, personally Godhead, personally present. Created a problem. Sorry. Internet is got disconnected. So now it's okay? Able to hear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Now
Sure.
we are able to.
So
we are in.
why did I stop? Where did you stop? I don't know. What was the last I was saying?
Immediately stop the program.
Okay. Okay. So further, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti says, the Kapila Dev's instruction to Mother Dehuti says, Na karshin nat matparaha shanta rupe nanakshanti nome animisho ledi hitihi. The devotees in the spiritual world are deprived of any enjoyment. My wheel of time does not afflict those devotees for whom I am a lover. The Atma, the son, friend, elder companion, or worshipful deity, Srimad Bhagavatam 3:25-38. So, Krishna is explaining here that by my devotee, they may not be enjoying because there is no time in the spiritual world. Actually, when you go to Golaka Vrindavan, there is nothing else other than enjoyment. Because serving Krishna itself enjoyment. There is no, just in the spiritual world, there is completely always service to Krishna. That's why whatever the relationship, there can be somebody may serve as son, somebody friend, somebody elder brother or companion, whatever it is. But whichever the position we are serving is only happiness and there's no distress. That's why there's a place called Vaikunta. Vaikunta means, Vai means no, Kunta means anxiety. How can that be? Could time attack the Pandavas who were filled with the Dasya, Sakya, and Vatsalya Krishna? So Chakravarti Thakur is asking, how is that possible? Even Pandavas, the Kala can attack. Kala also is under the control of Supreme Lord. Krishna himself, Kalosmi says. How can that be possible? This is the most astonishing. Bhishmadev is saying that is because of the Kala. Now, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is saying that how is that possible? How Kala can attack even Pandavas who are under control of, who are completely guided and protected by Lord Krishna himself. So without a cause, that time has produced effect, whose cause we must infer. But when looks similar to karma, that is the intention of this verse. So he's saying that there is a reason behind it. Krishna, whatever he does, there is a reason behind it. We should infer that reason. So it may look like a karma, it may be kala, but it's a will of the Lord. We need to understand that. So whatever in our life something goes wrong, we should simply understand this is the will of the Lord. When the will of the Lord is accepted, nothing can stop. That's the point saying. So even so many acharyas we see, like Parishit Maharaj, when Shringi is cursed, he just accepted, yes, I have to die within 7 days. This is the will of the Lord. Nothing, I'll not do any protest or anything else. I'll just simply surrender. So that's why Vishnu Chakra Thakur is saying that we should simply take it as the will of the Lord. Krishna means Arjuna, which is above us three. Though you have a strength of piety, strength of body, strength of a skill, strength of scriptural knowledge, strength of friend, strength of wealth, still you will lament. So Pandavas had everything. They have a friend, they have weapon, they have strength, but still they suffered because the will of the Lord. Now somebody may ask, why did the Lord did that? Lord has a plan, because Lord wanted to show to the world that even the greatest devotees will have to go through difficulties so that they can purify themselves, they can set an example for them. And again, he wanted to kill all the Kauravas, the demons. He wanted to create some reason so that we can bring everybody together and kill them. So this is the reason for he did that. So whatever Lord does, there is a reason behind it. Okay, and we will read one more sloka. Next one.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text 16. Na ह्यस्य कर्हिचित् राजन् पुमान् वेद विदित्सितम् यद् विजिज्ञासया युक्ता मुह्यन्ति कवयो अपिहि. Translation: O King, no one can know the plan of the Lord Sri Krishna. Even though great philosophers inquire exhaustively, they are bewildered. Purport: the bewilderment of Maharaja Yudhishthira over his past sinful acts and the resultant sufferings, etc., is completely negated by the great authority Bhishma, one of the 12 authorized persons. Bhishma wanted to impress upon Maharaja Yudhishthira that since time immemorial, no one, including such demigods as Shiva and Brahma, could ascertain the real plan of the Lord. So, what can we understand about it? It is useless also to inquire about it. Even the exhaustive philosophical inquiries of sages cannot ascertain the plan of the Lord. The best policy is simply to abide by the orders of the Lord without argument. The sufferings of the Pandavas were never due to their past deeds. The Lord had to execute the plan of establishing the kingdom of virtue, and therefore his own devotees suffered temporarily in order to establish the conquest of virtue. Bhishma Deva was certainly satisfied by seeing the triumph of virtue, and he was glad to see King Yudhishthira on the throne, although he himself fought against him. Even a great fighter like Bhishma could not win the battle of Kurukshetra, because the Lord wanted to show that vice cannot conquer virtue, regardless of who tries to execute it. Bhishma Deva was a great devotee of the Lord, but he chose to fight against the Pandavas by the will of the Lord, because the Lord wanted to show that a fighter like Bhishma cannot win on the wrong side. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so further it said that here, how will of the Lord, or it says, no one can know the plan of the Lord. And Krishna, no great philosophers, even the great philosophers inquire exhaustively, they are bewildered. They will not be able to know. So very, very difficult or impossible to understand the plan of the Lord. And plan of the Lord such that is always showering mercy. That's the one thing we need to understand. Krishna somehow or other want to bring his devotees back. The other day somebody was saying that for Krishna's mercy, there's no logic. We cannot understand with any logic. He will shower his mercy somehow or other. Somehow or other will, bring his devotees back. So here, Prabhupada writing that the bewilderment, the confusion of Yudhishthira, thinking that I'm the suffering or is I'm the cause for this death of so many people, it is all negated by Bhishma Dev. Bhishma Dev very clearly saying it's not because of his karma, it's not because of his sinful actions. It is only Kala, which is controlled by the Supreme Lord Krishna. So it's Krishna's will that's made them to suffer. Prabhupada writes here, he made them to suffer temporarily just to establish dharma. And here Prabhupada writes, even Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, they cannot understand Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's will. We have so many pastimes. How Brahma Mohana Leela, how Brahma himself was confused, how Brahma himself was, could not understand Lord Krishna. Similar the cases were Lord Shiva. There are so many cases. Bhasmasura, or so many other cases where Lord Shiva could not protect himself. Lord Vishnu had to come protect. So the point is that, so when Krishna's plan is there, nothing can go against that. If Krishna want to protect, nobody can kill. If Krishna want to kill, nobody can protect. That is understanding here. So that's why Prabhupada says the best policy, simply abide the order of the Lord without argument. No questions asked. Simply accept it. Yes, this is the will of the Lord. I will go through it. And Krishna definitely will have a better plan for us. That is the point we need to understand. Krishna doesn't do anything bad for his devotees. He even forget devotees, for demons also. When he doesn't do anything bad for demons, then how can he do devotees? All the demons he killed, but they got the liberation. They got his own planets. What else he can do? There is there's so many devotees. The Putana came to kill Krishna with a poison, but he gave her motherly abode. It's about motherly position. So this is the mercy of the Lord. Aho Bakya, the sages are singing that how merciful this Supreme Lord, who even for a person who came to kill, he had given them a mother's position, because he saw that one intent that she wanted to feed him. That's all he saw. Her intention of killing, he just forgot. That's why we have, Acharya saying we have two gods. One is Jagannath Puri. Jagannath, eyes is fully open. He doesn't close his eyes. So in that open eyes, he's seeing his devotees all good things. He doesn't see anything bad. He sees all good things. He just open eyes. And in Sri Rangam, we have a Sri Ranganath's closed eyes, where he doesn't see any of my bad things. He just closed. So Lord doesn't see my bad things. Lord sees only my good things. But what should be my mood? My mood should be that always do good to others, do good to the society, and preach this Krishna consciousness so that everybody gets the benefit of it. Yare deko tare kaho Krishna Upadesha. That's the point. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura writes, so what should I do? What should I conclude? Here is a general conclusion. Everyone agrees that no one can interfere with the plans of Krishna, and no one can even understand what his plans are. Even today, no person starting Brahma or Shiva knows the plan of the Lord. What to speak of me? So this is talking about Yudhishthira Maharaj. Maybe no one knows, but inquiry is necessary. I may not be knowing it, but I should inquire. Does he wants to give up suffering? That's why Acharya is saying, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. I may have to go through little pain, but do I have to suffer? Suffering means thinking about continuously and lamenting suffering. But suffering is not mandatory, it's optional. Does he want to give up his joy? Does he want to give us suffering and happiness? It can be first because then his quality of being affectionate to his devotee would be cancelled. I cannot, it cannot be second option because we have not seen any happiness. It cannot be the third option because what would be the contradiction to the kind of nature? It is finally decided that one cannot solve the problem by inquiry. Thus, the verse says that even those who use their intelligence to discriminate and those who use knowledge for this scriptures are bewildered by inquiry. So only process is to simply surrender, take up the holy name, simply chant as much as possible. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and simply read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and offer prasadam, bhoga to Krishna, eat prasadam, enjoy your life. Give up this life when the time comes, go back to Krishna. That's it. End of it. Don't bother anything else. That's the conclusion. Hare Krishna. We'll stop here. Devotees can share comments, feedback, anything. Yes. Who want to start? Maybe that's it. Uma Shankar Prabhu want to start. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So the thing is that from this how we follow the devotional service, that always we are going up and down in the devotional service, but we should be always be in thought of the Lord, so that we can go back to Godhead. That should be the mood. And another thing is that whatever the Krishna decides, and that is the final thing. So in this case, the Bhishma Deva, he is a very big warrior. But even though anybody who is talented, who is in the wrong side, they'll definitely fail. But it is not that Bhishma Deva is on the wrong side, but he's a very good devotee of this one of Krishna. But just to portray to the world, to set up an example, that he had to play that role. So we had to not so much repent. So whatever be the work that we are doing, that we follow sincerely, the results, leave the results to Krishna. So everything we should offer to Krishna. So at least we can little bit proceed in the spiritual progress. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Who's next? Shridevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
So when Pandavas only when they only have suffered so much, what to talk of material people like us? When Kunti Maharani, Pandavas and all, they have descended from Goloka Vrindavana to do the pastimes of the Lord, and they'll go back. It is not karma or anything. Just to show the pastimes of the Lord, they have descended, and Lord only creates problems for them. So when they only have so much of problems, what to speak of us? We have problems, but at the same time, sometimes it, as you have said, and it is there in the sloka, these problems and ups and downs are there. Sometimes happiness and sometimes problems. Anything, it is according to the will of the Lord, and our problems are karmas. Whatever, if we are having any if any good happens, that is our good karma, and if any bad happens, that is our bad karma. But it does not apply to the Pandavas and all. For material people only karma applies. So then the great philosophers only, they inquire about Krishna. So according to Krishna's will only, everything happens.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Shruti Mataji, anything you want to say? No. Ramesh Prabhu. No. Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Surrender to Krishna unconditionally. Chant holy name attentively. Join the group of Srila Prabhupada in the spiritual world. And Vaikunta, no anxiety. Whatever happens, I must realize it's will of Lord, because Lord is having altogether different plan. No one can understand the plan of God. However, He shower abundant mercy for His devotees. Even Lord Shiva and Brahma could not understand. Simply accept Krishna without arguments. Bhishma Deva is all happy of a great victory of Dharma. Pain is mandatory, but suffering is optional. This much I have understood, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Thank you. Oh, it's Lakshmi Mataji. Any other points are there?
Yes, Prabhuji. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಬಂದದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರಲಿ ಗೋವಿಂದನು ದಯ ಹೊಂದಿರಲಿ ಅಂತ. Like that, we should always surrender to God, Prabhuji. Surrendering to Lord Krishna is the only way. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Okay. Who else? Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
I understood, Prabhuji, just in the short that we have to surrender to Lord Krishna in every aspect of our life.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Asha Mataji, you are okay to speak today, or how was it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
Krishna, one very reassuring for me is Krishna showers his mercy to his devotees. Then my takeaway, Krishna wants to protect, no one can stop. Krishna wants to kill, no one can protect. And I need to understand whatever happens to me is his will, and he has a different plans. So what should I do is do good to others and to the society. Then pain is inevitable. As you said, suffering is optional. I think so. If we follow or if we engage ourselves in devotional activities, even if pain is there, I think so suffering lessens. Best way for me is to chant the holy name, read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, offer to God and eat prashadam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, Kushi Mataji, want to say anything? No? Okay. Okay, so we'll stop here. So thank you all for joining once again. For tomorrow, please invite others also. Please send the messages in our group. Let everybody come and take the nectar of Bhagavatam. Let's everybody participate. Please invite as many people as possible. Your friends, relatives, cousins, whoever it is, please invite. Let's somehow let's connect so that everybody gets it's online, so they don't have to travel anything, no expenses. Simply they need to attend and hear. With this, I'll stop here. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyavicha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Ananta koti vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta bhakta vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you. I'll end the call now.
Hare Krishna.